I'm curious to know, are there any parallels here? Because we're watching what's happening with TikTok and ByteDance, and potentially they may be setting up a separate U.S. company. This is due to national security concerns. The fact that you're launching a separate platform for China versus the rest of the world, I want to know what is the difference between the two versions and why are you doing it?
Great question. There are regulatory differences, frameworks. Where data is stored is important, and I think any sort of new platform or content or services, have to take that into account now. We launched overseas first because one, it's animation, so there's a big market overseas in Japan and Korea, and two is that it did take a little bit longer time to register the models and kind of go through the regulatory approval to launch in China. And so I won't say there's parallels between TikTok and ByteDance that's any different than what really a lot of services are now looking to do, which is you really have to cater to the local privacy, data regulatory concerns that exist now.
Are you able to project or quantify the potential size of this AI-generated content market? What is your desired market share?
Great question. I mean, AI is a technology and a tool. And so it's going to have an impact on traditional forms of content, as well as open up new opportunities. And if you look at sort of China today, it's really gone up the value chain across many different industries, right? There's a lot of talk about electric vehicles, robotics, and I would argue that developing AAA quality video games and animated feature films is really at the top of the value chain as well, because it's not only a complex industrial process, but also requires creativity and innovation. And so that trend is happening in China. AI is going to supercharge this. We want to build a lasting business. So we're really investing heavily on the AI, on the blockbuster IPs, as well as other new technologies like motion capture. And actually in July of this year, we launched Asia's biggest motion capture studio so that we can bring the most realistic, high quality graphics and video games animation to the market.
So anime video can be created by a single image or a single idea. I'm curious to know when IP is generated by artificial intelligence, who owns the IP?
That's a good question. I think ownership and copyright is a multifaceted, complex problem, right? There's taking consideration the data that goes into training models, the output, what does the output do? And of course, the framework across different countries is being worked out, right? And that's why you're seeing some of the litigation that's out there. So I think it depends on maybe the specific use case that you're referring to. And so really, I think it's case by case and region by region.
So how does your company generate income from this when you have potentially a client that wants to create an anime video? Do you get a cut in some of the sales of the video? How does that work?
Great question. For us, the Animon platform is one, as AI improves and is improving rapidly, part of development will help us develop our own content, some of the blockbuster projects that I mentioned earlier. The other part is that, if you think about the content industry as a whole, over the last several years, actually it's been pretty mature, right? Mature in terms of the type of content, the technology, and as well as the distribution channel. The one really big bright spot is animation, anime. I think global fans doubled post-COVID. I turn on Netflix and there's a lot of anime shows. The top grossing movie today in North America is a Japanese anime. And so we want to capture this, we want to be part of this growth. So Animon allows every fan to create their own anime series. We make money by, of course, users using the tool. We'll make money by this community of UGC content and having a larger creators economy where we could become a platform. And also it brings traffic to our other content, our self-developed content. And so to us, the ROI in launching Animon is not only measured by financial, but also holistically how it helps our portfolio of projects.